Hey, what's up fellas? Cool Maru here, and welcome to Soviet Spooky Tales, Green Eyes, a horror game inspired by Soviet children's spooky stories in the 1980s. Mind you, this is only the demo. Once, a mom said to a little girl, oh, I have to use my mouse. Don't touch the green vinyl. But the girl disobeyed her mom and listened to the green vinyl. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Creepy green eyes are on the wall. Don't you think all this is a joke? Little girl is gonna choke. It wasn't the best rhyme ever, but you know, I got the symbolism. Ah. Credits. Mom, let's buy the Rubik's snake. Dashi, I've already told you. We came here for the vinyl. But it's so cool. You can put almost anything you want of it. Like a dog, a duck, even a giraffe. And Pashka can make even a ball of it somehow. So Mom, please, everyone in our class already has one. And by everyone you mean just Pashka? No, not just him. Everyone else has one too. Only I don't. Alright, let's buy the snake. But then we won't buy the vinyl, and the gift you got from your dad will stay without any new vinyls until the next paycheck. Did I read that right? And the gift you've got from your dad will, yeah, stay without any new vinyls. No, I want both the snake and the vinyl. You want too much, you get too little. Why are you so greedy? Dad makes so much money, you can't buy me a toy once a month? Dashi, your dad is putting in the elbow grease in the north, not for us to buy all the toys at the children's section. And besides, you and I agreed that this month we're going to buy the vinyl. But if you changed your mind, we can just go home. My shift starts at 12 p.m. I can't spend half the day at the store. But Mom... Dashi, it's either the snake or the vinyl. That's it. I looked around the children's section once again. The... Vasilisa dolls in... I'm so sorry because I'm gonna butcher a lot of these words. I apologize. In Kokoshniks were displayed in rows. Seems like each one had its own character and face. There were also some pink kitty plushes with stripes on their backs, furry little dogs in plaid coats, Nevalashka with toys with round faces and humming tops with horses, almost like in the game show, What's, Where, and When. Thoughts, want them all at once, but especially the snake, and the humming top, and at least one doll, and the vinyl of course. Oh, my mom is so stubborn, like she was never a little girl herself. If you try to bargain with adults, they would just ignore you and punish you. I won't argue. Anyway, I can't make mom change her decision. Otherwise I'll end up without anything at all. Alright, let's get the vinyl. The toy section said goodbye to us, and we left behind sad eyes of plushy animals. But as soon as we came closer to the vinyl section, I cheered up a bit. On the music department shelves are vinyls and lined up by genres. Fairy tales, classical music, pop music, various others. All of their covers pestro with bright logos and colorful arts. I'm going to try my best to say these words as correct as I can, but I apologize for the failure on my part. A saleswoman appeared, and my god, behind the counter, her white robe uniform was blocking the colorful shelves. She fixed her kimka melodramatically. Her heavenly painted lips made a pout, and her eyebrows arched which pulled up her blue eyeshadow. Good afternoon. Are you looking for something specific? We have vinyls for everyone, even for ones with the most refined taste. Hello. Can you show us what fairy tales you have, please? The saleswoman looked at me with an appraising eye. Oh man, look at your child. She's old enough already. Isn't it too late for her to listen to fairy tales? Girl, what grade are you in? I was safe. Or what? In 4th grade? She's such a big girl. She doesn't need fairy tales already. Something more serious would fit her. Here, classical music. I actually know that name, I just never knew how to pronounce it. Complete Works was released in 1979 by All Union Gramophone Record firm Melodia. Girl, do you go to a music school? Do you listen to Petor Licht? No. Who's Petor Licht? So that may be right. How can you not know See, okay, that's his phone. I never even knew he had a full name. He's the greatest Russian composer. Haven't you been to the Nutcracker? I watched the cartoon on TV. The cartoon. Girl, it's a world famous ballet. So, what if I'm just gonna have to try to say it. What if it's Tchaikovsky? I like the band form. And I'm not too old for fairy tales at all. Everybody likes fairy tales. But I have this really bad habit, by the way, of when I'm playing games like this where their sprites move up and down, I move in rhythm with them. And I have no idea. I think I started as a kid when me and my brother used to do it as a joke, and I never broke it. So when you see them bouncing right now, just know that I am silently bouncing on the other side of the screen. What else do you have? Here's one for you. Parade of Pop Soloists, number 1. Edition of 1983 was released by Apralevka Record Plant. It was delivered just yesterday. Will you take it? Oh, this year's wonderful release, Joseph Kobzon. Forgotten Tango. A girl should be taught good taste. The saleswoman dreamily closed her eyes and started to sing off key. Oh yeah. And I'm just letting her take it away. I don't like the saleswoman. She only distracts me from browsing. She wants a standing ovation for that, like she genuinely wants applause. After all, I can count as Dad's gifts to me, and I wouldn't want to make a mistake and buy some silly nonsense. I pulled my mom's sleeve and whispered in her ear, Mom, can I pick, or will the lady be singing like this to the end of the day? Of course you can, Dasha. My gaze traveled from shelf to shelf in searching for something special. The green vinyl back there. Okay, my fault. I was just pressing spacebar. The Bremen Town Musicians, exactly like the one that I already have. We are bandits. Bandits. Bang, bang, and you are dead. Good, we got you. This is just random music. I don't have to read all of this. Boring stuff I don't understand how Granny can listen to. He's actually pretty good. I was gonna, I'm not gonna read through all of those, but what's this? A Corn Stereo. My thing is better anyway. Zodiac Disco Alliance. Had adores this vinyl. I like it too. It's like from sci-fi. Yuri Antonov. I've heard his song in the cartoon, Under the Roof of the House of Mine. What is this? I meant to see some more stuff. A strange vinyl caught my attention. The record jacket was completely black. I had never seen anything like it before. Did not have anything painted on the cover. And there was no title. I wonder what was inside. When I looked closer, I saw that the vinyl itself was peeking out of the jacket. But it wasn't black at all, like the usual ones. Instead, it was a very vibrant green color. Wow, green vinyl. How unusual. This is what I want. Mom, let's ask her to give us that green one on the bottom. Excuse me, can you show us that vinyl in the black jacket, please? The saleswoman grabbed the record without a title and sourly threw it on the counter. People have no taste nowadays. They listen to all kinds of nonsense, or some rock, or some other stuff. Rock is very good. A small vinyl collection. Mom, let's get it. I've never seen vinyls this color. Tell me, please, how much is it? Woman, who do they write the prices on the back for? Well, that's just rather... This woman's very mean. Mom flipped the record jacket over, but there was nothing written on it. She carefully took out the record to find the price. It is forbidden to take the goods out of the package. Woman, do you know how to read? What do you think the sign is for? Go to the cash register to pay for it. Straight ahead and to the right. It'll be 1 ruble, 25 kopecks. Dashy, come on, hurry. We better get going. I'll rip her hair out. Mom took the black record and she didn't even say goodbye to the saleswoman. We rushed away from this section of the store. The cash register ka-chinged loudly, and the green vinyl finally became mine. What a rude saleswoman. Just some bore. I didn't even have a chance to ask what the vinyl was. It's okay that we don't know what's on it. It's way more interesting like this. Let it be a surprise. I love surprises, especially good ones. Oh, Dasha, I have to run. It's 10:30. I'm late for work. Let's go to the tram. Mom, can I carry the vinyl? Of course you can. But be careful. Vinyls are fragile. The weather outside was surprisingly warm for early October, but the yellow leaves on the trees were already helplessly shivering, knowing that winter was coming. I don't like the winter. God, I know like in other places, they don't say, like, you don't say burr, you're like, that type of thing. But like other places, like they roll their R's to say burr. Or, I've never been able to do that. A random thing about me, I hate it. Mom, is it cold in the north where Dad is now? Mom sighed. It's cold. It's always cold there. Can you imagine how happy Dad will be when he comes back home? Will he come back soon? Dasha, you've already asked me that today. Mom, just tell me again, please. Soon. And he'll be listening to the new vinyl with us. Oh, there's our tram. What a smooth transition. It ran to the tram and it closed its doors, creaking and swaying. It took us home. There were just a few people in the tram. It was working hours after all. We could only meet retired people, students who go to school during the second shift, and people like my mom who work shifts. Mom, look how much room there is. Let's sit by the window. Okay, Dasha. But first, please punch the tickets. I'll take them out. Wait a second. Mom put out of her pocket 2 small stacks of different colors, red and green, ripped off 2 tickets of 3 kopecks. 3 kopecks each, and gave them to me. Here you go. And I'll sit down in the meantime. Alright, but I call dibs on the window seat. There they are. I looked around in search of a composter. The nearest one was hanging across the door. Ah, there you are. Too bad I only had 2 tickets. I could easily punch some. I wish I had a bigger stack to test my strength. I wonder if I could punch 10 tickets at a time. The tickets inserted easily into the composter slot. It remains only hit the lever hard enough. It remains only hit the lever hard enough. There you go. The composter made a familiar, satisfying sound. I had punched tickets 100 times, and each time I felt the pleasure of the paper resisting and being defeated by a hole punch inside of the mechanism. Bingo. My eyes caught the ticket number. Oh, it's a lucky ticket. What a lucky ticket it is. All 6 digits are the same. Mom, look, a lucky ticket. It's all 3s. I've never gotten one like this. Dasha, don't yell in the tram. It's inappropriate. If I make a wish and eat this ticket, it will definitely come true. Or should I save it for a rainy day? I am in the 4th grade. I think I should have known better to not shove things in my mouth, but I will do so. I wish Daddy comes home to us soon and would never go away at all anymore. I bit off the corner of the ticket, and the rough taste of paper filled my mouth. Triumphant, I brought the treasure ticket to my mouth for the 2nd time. Suddenly my mother noticed and looked at me with a stern gaze. Dasha, are you going to eat the ticket again? It's terribly dirty. Who knows who touched it? And what if the inspector comes in now? We'll be fined. No, Mom, Mom always ruins all the fun. Okay, I'll eat it later without her seeing. I carefully put the ticket in my pocket and went to my mom. Houses and cars were flying by the window. My mother ruffled my hair and hugged me tightly. I leaned my forehead against the glass and held the black record jacket that I bought against my chest. I wondered what was recorded on it. Probably some great song, maybe even an American song. I never had one of those before. Everyone in the class will be so jealous, especially nasty Zena. I need to listen to the vinyl as soon as we get home. Mom, how much further? About 15 minutes or so. 15 minutes? It's so long. All the way I said that kind of weird. All the way my forehead rhythmically tapped some kind of melody. And under this lullaby, I fell asleep. Oh, Dasha, what a beautiful vinyl you have. Can I hold it? You can't. You'll get stains on it. Dasha, pretty please. Or can I come visit you and listen to it? No way. I haven't turned it on by myself yet. And if I could give everyone a Russian accent, but I don't want to offend absolutely everyone visiting this video. And if you want, I'll give you my collection of New Year cards. I won't spare anything for you. Just let me at least touch it. I'm really asking you. And you won't pick on me anymore, call me names, or be mischievous to me? No, of course not. I'll be your best friend if you want. I can carry your backpack for you, or I can give you my cafeteria food at lunch. You want it? And the compote? Sure, take the compote too. You're welcome. Actually, I've already promised to let Pashka and Lena borrow it so they can listen to it. I guess you're the last in line. Maybe in a couple of weeks the vine will be free. Thank you, Dasha, thank you. I'll tell everyone how good and kind you are. Dasha, it's time. Dasha, we're getting off. Did you fall asleep? Have we arrived? It's a pity. It's such a nice dream. After all, the tram is a vehicle for old ladies, so it goes at the same speed. Let's hurry home. Chop chop. We immediately got off the tram and walked down the narrow path towards the house where we live. It was located on Linen Street, and not so far from the tram stop. A communal space of several 9-story buildings was already visible with a cozy entrance to the archway. And suddenly, out of nowhere, a little stray dog appeared in our way. It looks like something in between of a pigeon and a shoe brush. And there's that dog hanging around again. Look how her eyes follow me. She can rush at me any minute. And she suddenly looks dangerous. Hey, shoo shoo, I'm telling you. Oh god, it's a battle. The dog sniffed the air a few times, then ducked her hand to the ground and groaned. Her maw revealed a row of small sharp teeth. Despite the dog's small size, such teeth could easily hurt anyone. What a stupid creature. Dasha, hide behind me before it bites you. Shoving the vinyl went into my mom's hand. I looked around for a suitable stick. Luckily, there was one near me. Probably the local boys broken off while playing war. Without any sudden movements, my hand was slowly reaching for my salvation. The dog kept a close eye on my every movement, as if she suspected something. Finally, my fingers round the stick, and I grabbed it tightly. Got it! I grasped my new wooden weapon and prepared to make a fast throw. Mom looked at me in disbelief, not understanding what I was going to do. Lucy, fetch! The stick whistled across the lawn and fell to the ground somewhere behind the bushes with a thud. The dog, oh, it was adorable. The dog scrambled frantically with her paws and rushed after the stick. Lucy, come! Aww. A dirty, satisfying Lucy brought her prey and rushed to lick my face. This pigeon meets me every time, as she smells from which side I will appear. Is known in the whole world cuter than this little mess. I always have a cookie in my backpack for her, and Lucy always has time to walk me to school. All right, Lucy. That's enough. Lucy, what a rascal. How long have you been waiting for me? Sorry I don't have anything with me. I'll bring you something tasty when I will go to school. Lucy fell on her back and exposed her furless pink belly so I could rub it. Dasha, leave that mongrel alone. Mom, can Lucy live with us? Look how smart she is. What comes into your head? She definitely has fleas, and maybe even diseases. Getting ringworm in the beginning of the school year is just what we need. We will shave your head, and that will teach you not to touch stray dogs. Mom, stop having a stick up your arse. She doesn't have fleas at all. I've known her for a long time. Mom looked at Lucy lying on her back. She wrinkled her nose. Without saying anything, went through the archway into the communal space. I had to go home too. Wait, Lucy, I'll be back soon. No, love you, Lucy. Lucy walked into the communal space and obediently sat down to wait for my return with the promised cookies. It wasn't noisy at the beginning of the school year, as it was during the summer at our communal space, but there were still vodka of kids of all ages running around. The unsteady melody of rusty swings was complemented by bicycle bells, kids counting and pigeons cooing. I suddenly felt the urge to run and go down the iron slide a couple times, and I even took a few steps toward the playground, but I remembered that we were in a hurry to get home because my mom had to go to work. That's okay. I'll write it later. Babushkas. On the bench next to our home, grannies were sitting. They, as usual, gave a look to everyone who passed by. When I was younger and played the game Frog with a ball by the white wall of the entry canopy, I always listened with pleasure to the news of our neighborhood and more. Who got married, who had a baby, who brought what, and what was going on in the whole entire world. Old ladies seemed to know everything, and they learned it even before the subject of their gossips. And this is like, I'm seeing a lot of like my experiences here, because I've met quite a few babushkas. I worked customer service for a while, and just, you run into a lot of different people from different places. And like, I remember hearing a lot of gossip from them and stuff like that. But from American older people, I've never once heard like gossip or anything. Like from older folk, I've just never heard it. They're just old and grumpy. Oh, absolutely, we're listening to the gossip. This is the best thing to hear for the day. This gets you through the whole weekend. Have you heard how Igor from Poltsevskaya Street has disappeared again? They've been looking for him for 2 days now. Our neighbor, Paulina's... I'm so sorry. Semyonovana says she had a dream, Davatka, that the humanoids were taking Igor to a spaceship. It was taken away by humanoids, really? He probably got wasted in the garage with his buddies and went to his foreman's house to sort things out. Probably was beaten up, taken away to a drunk tank, and can't recall his own name now. Oh dear, Maya. You can't talk about a man like that. Igor Petrovic, by the way, built the sandbox on the playground with his own hands and didn't take money for it. Our Igor Petrovic is such a handyman. God bless his soul. Why does he need money? He got a bottle for his task. He is happy. Remember, there was a similar case in 59. A whole group of those kids. What did you call them? Tourists or something? Mountaineers were attacked by humanoids too, where they were sleeping in their tents at night, and all of them perished. There was such a buzz all over the country about it. I know a local policeman who told me in confidence that witnesses claimed that they saw humanoids with their own eyes in those places. And others say that it wasn't humanoids, but a Bigfoot. That's right. I remember they even published its composite sketch in Pravada. Now what? A Bigfoot via Ivanov. Oh my god. Ivanovana? I know your stories. Students should drink less in the mountains, or they start sorting things out while being potshofa. I know they're kind. They settle any dispute with their fist. That's for sure. And under the influence, oh, even more so. But they all froze to death in the cold. Oh, my sweet Maya. How can you say that? I think the guys decided to temper their bodies to improve their health. To make some exercises. So they took off their clothes to rub themselves with snow. The leader of the group, by the way, was a silver medalist, but they didn't calculate everything, and that's why the Lord embraced them. Yeah, look at them. Such ice swimmers. What was the government thinking? After all, the trip was dedicated to the XXI Congress of the CPSU, and yet again, the place has been named after the medalist ever since. It was either Sorokin Pass or Orlov, some bird's name, I don't remember. There's note, the surname Sorokin goes from the Russian word magpie, and Orlov goes from eagle. Dyatlov Pass. Good morning. Tanya, my dear. Hello. Once again, I'm so sorry for any Russian people, or even if the creators themselves could be watching. I apologize. I'm definitely gonna like research these words and do better when the full game comes out. I'm gonna come prepared next time. I assure you, because I could constantly stop and look up every single word that's like something I don't recognize the pronunciation, but I feel like that would just make the stuff way long and way too many awkward cuts. So I apologize. I'm just gonna try my best. Tanya, my dear, hello. Hello. Which one's that? Thea. Tanya, tell your mother that I found out the details of what happened to the red fringe. I'll tell her story. Let her come out with a chair after 3, in case there aren't enough seats on the bench. Okay, Granny Thea. I'll tell her. Don't get dirty. They started painting the stairwell. Yeah. The Zect has managed to address the walls. The painters are already working. They probably messed up the floor, and we'll clean it up. I'll have to do it as usual. Who else? Dasha, how late your Pashka ran by. I was in such a hurry. He asked me to remind you that you're supposed to collect the herbarium for school. Oh, right, the herbarium. I completely forgot. It's science class today. He also asked about the oak tree, if it grows around here. Such a good boy. God bless him. He's a good boy, but he's so fidgety. He ran a red light again across the street. What's an obeldu? An obeldu? I'll tell his mom everything. And why the hell does he need that oak tree? There's so many leaves around. Just take any of them. Well, we gotta go. Have a nice day. Oh, they're so nice. I love babushkas. They may seem mean, but they're quite nice. The stairway met us with blue walls with peeled plaster and scorch marks from the marches. Along the stairs, unknown artists had left their messages to descendants with a nail or pen. Some immortalized their favorite soccer team, and others explicitly expressed their feelings about their neighbor. My eyes unwittingly noticed scribbles. Lioba plus Petra. Not Petra, Petya. Spartak is the champion. Perestroika. Vasya is the jerk. Soon all this will be painted over. Dasha, run and check the mail to see if anything came. But hurry up. I've already called the elevator. Mom, I'd better use the stairs. Why? It's faster on elevator. Ashka told you some scary stories again, right? I was looking at my mom's head, like, look at her bangs, how they bob up and down. It's not scary stories, it's all true. So what is it this time? A red hand, black sheet, green tomatoes? I was told such scary stories when I still went to summer camps. Why would there be such stuff in an elevator? Did they tell you about the shadow man in the summer camp? Oh, that's a new one. I don't remember such thing. You think it's funny, but Pashka's friend disappeared this way. How did he disappear? Where? But that's how it went. He came into the elevator and no one ever saw him again, all because of the shadow man. If you take the elevator first to the 8th floor, then go straight down to the 3rd floor, and then go to the 9th floor, the shadow man will join you in the elevator. And what happens next? The fact is that you can't talk to him under any circumstances. He'll press the button to the 6th floor, and when the elevator goes down, he'll get out. And what is so scary about it? He gets in and gets out. It's that among the buttons there will appear a button with no number at all, and if you press it, the elevator will take you to hell, and you'll never come home again. Oh, what a fantasist your Pashka is. And what if you talk to this man when he gets into the elevator? He'll strangle you right away. And what if you don't press the button without a number? Mom, I'm serious. Dasha, first of all, if you know that all of this will end badly after all, why follow these complicated instructions? If it's easy to make a mistake, right? And second, you do know our elevator doesn't go past the 8th floor, don't you? After that, it's just the stairs up to the attic. So we have an attic in our apartment. So even if you wanted to, it just wouldn't happen. Let's take the elevator. No, Mom, I'll run up the stairs. I'll race you. Whoever gets up the fastest wins. Alright, let's do it. There were 2 rows of mailboxes for the tenants of our building, right under the window between the 1st and 2nd floors. Many of them had different letters and newspapers sticking out in a funny way. But the most interesting thing was, of course, periodicals. Look at this little kitty. It was easy to recognize our mailbox, number 26, even though the number was almost gone. Someone had once scratched a funny duck on its door. To be honest, it didn't look like a duck. That's probably why the artist signed below, just in case it's a duck. Can we see? Oh yeah, we can see that. It's right there. Right there. I wonder who actually did it and why. As Daddy would say, if only I could catch that hooligan and pull their ears. But to hell with them, especially since I myself once wrote my name on the wall of the stairway. Despite the fact that the scribble Dasha was small and hardly noticeable, I felt a slight excitement and pride every time I looked at it, because no one had figured out that I did it so far. It was my little secret. I guess I could become a real spy. Like starlets. Yes, starlets. Also, by the way, if you do have a stairway, you want to write your name on it. There's stuff like this in stairways sometimes, or like these little railings. Write your name under the railings or on the side of like the side thing here, or behind this thing. If you wanted to stay, I did that and it was there for years. That was a long time ago. I opened the door. Oh, something had arrived. Inside the mailbox, there were 3 magazines. Let's check them out. Give me a second, I'll translate. Roman Gazeta is my dad's subscription. Boring adult short stories, almost no pictures. Kostiar prints funny stories about children, but I never read them all. Only the most interesting ones. But Vasayole Kartinki is a completely different story. It was my favorite magazine. The art there was truly funny. Always so bright and colorful. I never stopped my subscription, and even when I become an adult. No letter from Dad again. Is he so busy that he can't write us even the smallest letter? There you go, I translated that for you. Dasha, I'm on my way. then I heard the elevator doors closing and remembering about the race with my mom. I rushed up the stairs. Whoa. What's up? How do I go? How do I, let me go. Let me go. Okay. Oh, I have to click. Oh my god. Oh, she's so fast. I'm tired. Ah. No. I can do this. You give me one moment. You just wait. No. I refuse. I can tap anyone on the screen. Oh my god. What is she on top of the elevator? How is she so fast? No! Oh, wait. Oh! Alright, let me bask in that for a moment. Yes, I clicked out the game on accident. You probably didn't notice, but I clicked out for a second. Oh my god, I'm old, okay? I can't click as fast as these young kids do. I've seen what they do. It's amazing, but me, my wrist already hurts. I'm old, guys. Come on now. Oh, I jumped up the last step and landed on the 7th floor. And the second the elevator's doors opened and Mom came to me. Hello, Mother? Or should I say failure? My god, my mom's pretty. In a respectful way. I was first. As always. You're so fast, my dear. So, did anything arrive? Yes, the magazines did. Dad's and mine. No letters. I see. No, Robotynitsia again? Mom's magazine Robotynitsia was a little better than Roman Gazetta, but still boring. I only liked the recipes and the girls in the fashionable dresses, and the fact that my mom lets me cut out the pictures as long as it doesn't ruin the sewing pattern. No, Mom, it didn't. Maybe someone stole it? Grandma Maya probably borrowed it to read. She'll put it back in the mailbox later. Alright, Dasha. Give me the magazines before they get crumbled. Oh. Petrovic, what the hell? Then crashed into the floor above, and the familiar smell of paint hit me. Mom wrinkled her nose and looked up. Yeah, they took on the renovation so quickly. And as always, at the wrong time. Why at the wrong time? Because they had to paint everything in the summer, while everyone was away at Dasha's. Mom took the keys out of her purse and opened the door, and we entered the apartment. Oh, Granny? Tanya, Dasha, how did it go? What did you say? Gran, there was, I was gonna say this, why would Mom be saying Gran? That's her mom. Gran, there were so many toys, dolls, roly-polies, and different games. It was good, Mom, but I'm late for work already. It took a moment for us to get done there. Granny Faya asked me to tell you to go down and join them at 3 p.m. Something about some French. Oh, she'll tell her nonsense again, the old gossip. Tanya, maybe you have time to eat some soup. I make such a delicious borscht. No, Mom, I'll eat at work. They cook well in our kindergarten. I'll eat, Gran. Give me some. What a good girl. What a nice one. Who eats well, grows up fast. Don't you get anything at the department store? Here, Gran, look. Such a green vinyl, but we don't know what's on it. How come you don't know? Oh, it must be very expensive. Wow, what a beautiful color. They didn't make vinyls like this in our time. Yeah, Granny, how old are you? This is like 1980. When were you born? 1920? Mom, well, what's a good age? Nah, maybe she's probably like 1920s between 1930s, I'd say. Even maybe 1912. Who knows? Mom, put it in the living room for now, and we'll listen to it together tonight. I don't want to listen to it now, before school. Dasha, let's do it tonight. We'll have a little party in honor of an unusual purchase. Alright, but then we need to buy soda for the party. Deal. On my way back, I can swing by the grocery and buy Buratino. Can you get some Pepsi instead? I'm tired of Buratino already. Okay, Dasha. I'll see if they have some. No, Tanya, don't get Pepsi. Did it say Pepsi before? And I just read it wrong? I gotta check this now, because now it's in my head. What is this? Wait, what is this? This is just like Russian history. There's quite a lot of that. I'll read that in some of that moment. I was trying to see, gotta just go back through old things. Well, I'm glad I did see that though. Anyway. Oh, Tanya, don't get Pepsi. Some say it corrodes his stomach. Have a pity for the kid. Mom, there you go again, right? Now tell me that you believe that they sew in fleas in jeans. Oh, I've heard of that. Fleas are nonsense, of course, but about Pepsi, I'm telling you. Granny, don't worry, we've drunk it hundreds of times and nothing's happened. Here, take the vinyl. If you take it, Granny, you'll die though. You're old. That's just gonna explode your arteries. I've seen it happen. I wish the evening would come sooner. I can't wait to find out what's on that vinyl. Dasha, I almost forgot. Here's a present for Zena. You can give it to her at school. It's her birthday today, isn't it? Mom, you messed it up again. Yes, it's Zena's birthday today, but she will celebrate it this Saturday, in 2 days. I looked at the presents in my grandmother's hands. It was a brand new bright red box with the words Rubik's Snake on it. Grandma, is this a snake for Zena? Is it her birthday present? Mom, you bought Zena a snake? What about me? I asked for one at the department store today and you said I'm not allowed. Now even nasty Zena will have this toy. Only I won't have it. And she'll mock me again that I don't have a father and that I'm poor. My God. Did Zena do that to you? Knock her out. We need to start just raising our kids to defend themselves. I was blinded by anger and resentment, and my hands, as if they had their own will, snatched the toy from her hands of my granny. The package suddenly opened. The neatly folded puzzle slipped out and flew down. There was a sound of the snake crashing, and a few small pieces scattered away. What the hell are you doing? Oh God. Asha, aren't you ashamed to behave like this? Mom, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. It's just slightly broken. The parts are just attached. They're easy to put back in place. Zena has everything and I don't. Her dad always gets her everything. And she's so mean and calls me names. I can't stand her. Why do I have to give her presents? Dasha, you know that yours and Zena's moms are colleagues and have been friends since childhood. You should be friends too. Zena gives you presents on your birthday. Why wouldn't you do the same? Let her choke on her gifts. She always gives me crap and keeps all the good stuff. I don't need them anyway. I would throw them in the trash. Alright, young lady, that's enough. I lost my patience. Starting today, you're grounded. Do not watch cartoons until you learn to behave. When your father will come, I will tell him everything. What are we going to give Zena now? We'll give Zena the vinyl. Oh. God. That hurts because I've had something like this happen to me in the past. We'll give Zena the vinyl we bought today. I'll throw the snake in the garbage chute. It's no longer suitable as a present. It was a waste of money. Oh, Tanya. Mom, no. You broke Zena's present, and now you'll give her yours. It's only fair. And don't you dare touch the green vinyl. Do you understand? But Mom, that's final. I picked up the toy and left the apartment, slamming the door shut. What are you looking at, Granny? I'm gonna go cry in my room, by the way, now. I'm letting you know that right now. A moment later, there was a booming sound of something falling throughout the garbage chute. It was Zena's snake. The desperation and anger burst from eyes and tears. I was unable to hold it, so I ran into my room. I just want to say before we transition to the scenes, there's like a bike here, but we're like on the 7th or 8th floor. Could you imagine every time where you have to go ride your bike, you have to take it 8 floors down? My God. It wasn't my fault. It was an accident, and the box opened by itself. And my mom had bought me the same snake today that none of this would have happened at all. And now they've taken the vinyl away. My green vinyl. Granny came quietly into the room and hugged me. Don't cry, my dear. You know your mother loves you. As for Zena, you should be friends. She's not a bad girl and she only gets A's. It's okay. It's okay. Shh. Alright, stop crying. It's time to get ready for school or you'll be late. Oh, I still haven't given you some borscht. It's probably already cold. I don't want to eat, Grandma. I've lost my appetite. Well, too bad. The soup is very tasty and I spent an hour on it. Now, come on. Granny, when you were a kid, didn't you really hate someone so? Of course I did. I remember there was a classmate, Valerica, or Valerica? A terrible bully. He didn't give me peace, teased me, pulled my brains. I couldn't stand him. And you became friends with him later? Not at all. We were like cats and dogs until the 10th grade. Did you ever fight him back? To him? What could I do? He was a big guy, a head taller than me. I suffered with him until I got into university. And after that, I never saw him again. I found out later that Valerica was madly in love with me, but didn't know how to say it, so he acted like a fool. Grandma's strange story calmed me down a little, but I still had no desire to be friends with Xena. Quite the opposite, actually. I wanted to get back at her somehow. But how? Suddenly, I got an idea. That's right. Let her... I'm gonna read in my normal voice when it doesn't say thoughts. Let her have the vinyl, but I'll listen to it first. The vinyl was bought for me. It's only fair. But how can I do it after Mom grounded me? Okay, convinced. Grandma was left on my side. Maybe I can convince her to let me listen to the vinyl. Grandma, I love you so much. You have no idea. Oh, Dasha, I love you too, my dear. No, Grandma, you don't love me at all. Why is that? Because you'll gift my vinyl to Xena, and I didn't get to listen to it even once. Dasha, it's your own fault. You behaved badly. You should listen to your mom. But imagine if your mom gave that nasty Valerica something very valuable to you, like your sewing machine. Would you like it? I think I wouldn't like it. I'd probably cry. Well, see, Grandma, if you really love me, you'll let me listen to the green vinyl one time. Just once, right? And I'll do the dishes for a week without you telling me to do it. And I'll vacuum the carpet in my room. Piggy promise. Grandma smiled. You're such a rascal, Dasha. I'll get in trouble if your mom finds out. You won't find out, Grandma. I'll be very careful and put it back where it belongs. All right, sweetie. Listen to it once, but then put it back immediately. I left it in the living room on the shelf. I'm going to heat up the soup. I could kill for some soup right now, Grandma. The vinyl must be somewhere around here. I looked around. On the shelf near the books, I noticed this familiar black record jacket. There you are. As I approached the cabinet for a second, I smelled some strange, sweet odor that was clearly coming from the vinyl. I'd smelled this once before. It was... I'm talking dramatic. It was last summer when Pashka, Lena, and I sneaked into the abandoned house. It smelled like that under the stairs of the first floor. Pashka made a joke that a cat had died there. It was dark there, and Lena and I were afraid to look under it. To check if it was true. Pashka called me a coward. And this is what friendship looks like? What am I thinking about? I'm imagining all kinds of nonsense, and I'm not a coward after all. It's probably just the smell of old things, that's all. I've got to hurry up. I've got to go to school soon. I took the vinyl and slid back into my room. On the windowsill, between the two speakers, was my favorite vinyl player, a Vega 108 stereo. My dad had gifted it to me for my last birthday, and now Mom buys me a new vinyl almost every month. I really like fairy tales. I already have a whole box of them. I could avoid going to school and doing stupid homework. I would listen to them all day long. My favorite one is the Bremen Town Musicians. I've had it since I was a kid, as long as I can remember. I've listened to it probably 100 or 200 times. Because of that, it's already all scratched up, and it's always stuttering on the guard song. It's even funny when the vinyl player, instead of, oh, it's safe to say the guard don't lay, starts making oh sounds. For some reason, my mom doesn't like it and asks me to turn it off. Oh, it's so stupid. I carefully took the new vinyl out of the black as night jacket and put it on the player. It's so beautiful. Too bad I only listened to it once, but once is better than never. There was a black paper circle in the center of the vinyl. It's so strange. No title, no track list, and the playback speed isn't written anywhere. Maybe it's some kind of defect. Maybe they forgot to print it. The player was set to 33 RPM. I'll try that first. If it's off, I'll switch to another one. I wonder if listening to vinyls at the wrong speed ruins them. One time I played Thumbelina faster than I was supposed to. It was so funny. All the characters were gibbering like gnomes. First of all, I need to push the power button to turn the player on. The power light turned red, and excitement ran through my body. Finally, I would listen to it. I should turn down the volume a little bit, just in case. Alright, the start button spun my vinyl around. I just need to carefully place the record player needle on it. There you go, you're a pro at this, kid. You can have a job doing this. There's the unmistakable sound of cozy, soft crackling in the speakers. I froze in anticipation of the magic to come, unable to take my eyes off the mysterious purchase. Suddenly, some cheerful music came from the speakers. Oh, something familiar. I think I've heard this tune somewhere before. It's the Dog's Waltz. When our teacher played it for us in class, we all started barking in a funny way. I remember she told us that it is still unknown who wrote this melody, and it was credited to another musician by mistake. I don't remember to who, though. Tapping out the funny tune with my foot, I remembered Lucy. I wish I could let her listen to this vinyl now. I can imagine how she would dance, standing on her hind legs. Although the Dog's Waltz was not what I expected to hear on the green vinyl, it still cheered me up, and I was dying of curiosity to hear what tune would be next. The next tune never came. The waltz kept playing and playing, endlessly repeating the same tune. Is it only the Dog's Waltz on the record? No way. I listened for a few more minutes, but the music remained the same. All the fun gradually faded away, replaced by disappointment. That's it? Nonsense. If I had known it would be like this, I wouldn't have fought my mama for a stupid vinyl. Let Xena have the stupid waltz. I'm sure she'd dance to it like a little dog, just like Lucy, and I'd say to her when I meet her, Xena fetch, Xena come here, Xena play dead. Oh god. What's that? The vinyl suddenly began to play some strange sounds, only remotely resembling the old melody. I had chills all over my back, and my body felt numb. I couldn't scream or run away. The disturbing sound was ear-piercing. I closed my eyes shut in pain, though the scraping and then I suddenly heard a dreadful voice. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Creepy green eyes are on the wall. Don't you think all this is a joke? Little girl is gonna choke. Who's that? Maybe Mommy's back. But why so early? I have to put the vinyl back before I get caught. I can't imagine how mad Mom would be if she saw me with it. Grandma's gonna be in trouble too. With the snap of a finger, the music suddenly stopped. The vinyl player was turned off, and even the needle was put back in its place. That's odd. Maybe I turned it off by myself and I just hadn't noticed it. Okay, gotta hurry up. I grabbed the record jack and stuffed the vinyl inside, rushing into the living room. I walked back into the hallway and stared right at the door. No, that doesn't sound like Mom. Mom has keys. Maybe she forgot them. Dasha, look who's here. It's definitely not Mom. She would never ring the doorbell so many times. Maybe one of the neighbors. Fear crept up and a chilling feeling started somewhere inside. Strange words from the new vinyl popped up in my head. Little girl is gonna choke. I have to check who's standing outside the door. I slowly, as quietly as I could, approached the door peephole. I knew I'd given myself away when the light of the apartment flashed on the back of the peephole, but the curiosity mixed with fear had already gotten the better of me. Oh, there was a tall black shadow figure with eyes of shifty green light standing at the door, almost glued to it. Maybe he's friendly. Oh! Oh, man. My god, look at all these people, man. 8-6 burgers. Just a good person. Love those guys already. That's awesome. Alrighty, and that is going to do it for the end of my tale. My playthrough for Soviet Spooky Tales, Green Eyes. Quite a longer demo, like it's around almost an hour of a demo worth, but you know, it's mostly setting up stuff with the characters and personalities, even you could say, stuff that we're going to see in the full game when it comes out. So it wasn't a ton of in-your-face horror, necessarily, you know, just at the beginning when we see the thing, and then we see it's coming for Dasha now. She's activated whatever is in the vinyl, you know, and I don't know if this game is going to be, it's Soviet Spooky Tales, so I don't know if this game is going to be multiple stories put into the full thing, or we're just following Dasha. I truly don't know yet, but I will say I'm very excited. The game's art style is so alluring. I love that pixel style. I've played other games with it before, and I've always been a really big fan of that style. And just with the dialogue alone and things, like, I don't know, I'm a big fan of the demo already. Even the music is quite enjoyable. I apologize for butchering so many of the names. I promise you, this game comes out sometime later this year, likely. When it does come out, I will personally make sure I do research to do my best and not butcher names anymore. Like, I'll do an hour of research before I even play or record again, just to make sure. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I really did enjoy this game, and I hope you did as well. It was a longer demo and just really beautiful. I'm quite excited for when the full game comes out. I'll definitely be playing it, so don't even worry about that. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. As always, I sincerely appreciate you all. And farewell for now.